Welcome to World News from February 27th of 2021. Well, more than a year ago. Let's get started with here. Welcome to Manitoba, Canada. This place has the world's biggest snow maze, and it just has grown up. And let me explain. Last year it was about 36 meters by 36 meters, as the maze was a square. But this year it has grown almost twice the size of it. 36 to a whopping 73 meters. But why did they do this? Well, it's because of the new social distance rules, like 1 meter. So I guess that's why they added the 1 meter. And the snow maze in Manitoba, Canada was confirmed as the world's largest maze ever in the Guinness World Record in the February of 2019. In 2021, however, it was extended so that it would be about twice the size. And the maze, the enlarged one, took 6 weeks to build. Next news. Welcome to Argentina. Buenos Aires in Argentina. Now, schools have reopened after a year of lockdown. In the capital of Argentina, schools have been reopening, and it's been an awesome day. Some children say that they will need to get some used to coming back to their daily schedule of coming back to school. And it was closed down mainly because of the new coronavirus, the mystery virus. There's also a student named Lucia who told some sort of newspaper that she wanted to find her friends and meet them in person for such a long time after they were away for such a long time. And measures such as wearing masks will remain in place to keep the children and the staff safe. Next up, we're going to Spain. Welcome to Seville, Spain. This is a place where it's a very interesting time. There was this very popular bar, and there was something behind it. No one really knew, and everyone just thought that was where the bar was, until this is the bartender's place. Someone was like, "Hey, what's that?" And opened the doors to reveal an actual bathhouse behind the walls of that bar. So this was the popular bar, and this was the new/old bathhouse. So the bar probably has to close down while the excavationists look for that bath pool a bit more deeper. It was so popular, so I guess it will be very, very sad. Also, it is said to be connected to the nearby Giralda Tower, so maybe they can have an entrance through there. And it was said to be complete. The Giralda Tower was completed in AD of 1195, so the discovery has also uncovered some skylights in the shape of stars and octagons, and even paintings in rich colors. I'll talk to you more about it later, but right now, we're coming to Germany! In Germany, a baby gorilla, which is right here, the baby gorilla is born. No one knows if it's female or male. And I'm pretty sure no one really wants to find out for the time being. As because this baby gorilla needs some rest, as it's a newborn. And this was the first baby gorilla in the Berlin Zoo in 16 years. The mother will have to nurse the baby for a few months, and then the pair will remain very close for 4 to 5 years. Next up, we're going to come to a country known as Norway. Now, this happens to be Norway, and we are in Oslo. Whoa, Oslo. And this story is where basically art experts have finally discovered who wrote the words "can only have been painted by a madman" on Edvard Munch's famous painting, The Scream. It turned out it was the artist itself. Now, staff at the National Museum of Norway tried to use technology to examine the tiny handwriting very closely, and they have concluded that it was Munch who wrote the words. And the painting from 1883 depicts a screaming figure on a bridge. I wonder why he drew that. Oh yeah, we're going to South Africa. Welcome to South Africa, as they say, but right now we're calling to Pretoria, where there are some mysterious little crop circles there that are not little green men with laser guns. Other than that, there's actually a very scientific reason. The scientists have concluded that there was a type of plant that caused this. When that plant died, it released a poison throughout the whole area, which creating the circle, which ranged from 2 to 15 meters wide. From 2 to 15 meters wide. At least that's the diameter. And once the poison fills the area, it blocks water from being trapped there, making it unable for anything to actually just live there. And it comes in a form of sap. And local tribespeople use that sap on their tips of their spears so that they can hunt easier. Also, I'm pretty sure it'll make them killed if they actually put it inside of them. Next up, woo-hee! South Sudan. And in South Sudan, we find a women's football league is launched. It was launched on the 20th of February, a week before this news was even done, as South Sudan's first national women's football league was kicked off. The opening match was between the Juba Stars and a Whale, and Juba Stars won 2-0. Ugandan player Jean Siendan is a consultant for the league. And then she said her goal is to see young girls in South Sudan to reach the highest levels and to believe in themselves that they can be professionals. That was a quote from her. And it's very inspiring if you think so too. And let's get on with this. Woo-yee! Let's get on with going to Israel. It's Jerusalem, and on that place, snow falls on that holy site. That's holy city, Jerusalem. Let's talk about it. Now, there is a rare fall of snow that blanketed the ancient city of Jerusalem that covered all of the ancient little buildings, like Western Wall, a sacred place for the Jewish people, and the Dome of the Rock, which was an important Islamic shrine. And this was the first time the city has ever seen snowfall in 6 years. And schools opened later than usual, and children enjoyed snowball fights. Although city authorities had to suspend public transport for a while because the snow was very thick. Woohoo! 2 left! India! Welcome to Barnala, India, where there are a lot of protests on the 21st of February, where 170 people protested against the farming laws introduced in September of 2020. Wow, that's a long time ago. Basically, this is what happened. They camped outside the capital, New Delhi, for 3 months, and under the new laws, they said that less government involvement in buying farmer crops for a fixed price and selling it directly to private companies would make sure that the farmer's profit will plummet. That's what they said. While the business people were like, yeah, it just grows and grows and grows and grows. You'll have more business opportunities. Also, I'm pretty sure I agree with those protesters. It is not fair at all. And let's skip that for now. Let's come to a country called Myanmar. Oh, let me redraw. Myanmar. Let's see what they're up to. Oh, it looks like there's a general strike. Well, it turns out that in Myanmar, businesses call for a general strike, where protests against the military rules are actually continuing across that Myanmar state in February of 2021 of 27th. And on the 1st of February, the army took over the government and placed the elected leader Aung San Suu he under arrest. And this kind of takeover is known as a coup. Since then, tens of thousands of people have taken to the streets to protest against the army. And on 22nd of February, businesses called a general strike, which means they closed and stopped working. And that's always a bad thing, especially for the army. So, enjoy this news. Wait next time for more little news, global news stories. See you guys then. Schnan out. Peace. Da 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 da